Welcome everybody back into Nerd Sesh. As always, I'm Carson Breber and alongside me is Logan Camden. And today we are joined by two special guests, two friends of the show. We have Chilltown Hoops, the OG, and we have KofieWhy with us today. Gentlemen, we're going to be playing some trivia, but before we get into the competition, how are we doing?
I love nerds. You know, you guys know how I feel about nerds. I love nerds. I'm a huge fan of nerds. I've always been a huge fan of nerds. I was a jock who was quietly a nerd, so I love nerds.
It's good to be back, man. Mm-hmm. It's good to be back.
It's great to have you both back. So we've had you both on individually. Now you guys are getting to meet each other, and you are getting to take part in this trivia battle. So this format is the same as it's been. Basically, we are going to have two teams. Logan and I are split up because we have come up with the questions for the opposing team. OG and I are going to try to run back our title from last summer when we just demolished Logan and Jason Tim.
I think we smoked y'all in like 5 games or something like that.
Oh, it was.
I think we smoked y'all in like 5 games, something like that.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
100% confident that was the case. We smoked y'all in like 5 games, something like that.
It was a gentleman's sweep. And then Kofie and Logan are unfortunately going to be on the receiving end of just a beat down from us.
I don't know what to tell
12 questions total is how we're going to do it. And as we always say, we don't necessarily have hard and fast rules per question. It kind of depends on the difficulty, how much time you get, how many guesses you get, how many hints you get, etc. But before we get into the first question, we have the all-important task of coming up with team names. Do we have any ideas there? I've got one for us, OG. I'm just thinking reigning champs. Or maybe team back-to-back or something like that.
Well, I was thinking since we served y'all the last time, I mean, this is basically our spot. So this is Nerd Nation. That's us.
Ooh, I love it.
I think since you guys are reminiscing so much, you guys could be old glories, reliving on, good times.
Hey, you know what happens when you relive on the old times? They come back. So, you come back. So
the only one that came to mind, I was thinking since you got the Snoopy head, we could be like Snoopy in Woodstock or something, Kofie.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I mean, it's a menacing name. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm intimidated by it. All right, so there we go. We have Nerd Nation versus Snoopy and Woodstock. Logan, why don't you get us started? What is your first question for us?
Yeah, a lot of these new basketball fans like to think that the NBA started when LeBron entered the league, but there was actually quite a lot of basketball that was played before he joined the league. So can you guys tell me the top 10 single-season scorers pre-LeBron?
Pre-LeBron,
absolutely.
Top single-season scorers.
We're going to have
Chamberlain's
number one.
Chamberlain's definitely involved in that.
Elgin Baylor in 1962 will be the first behind Wilt, and then it's MJ. Then it's Rick Barry in the 1967 season.
Rick Barry, sure.
We're going to have Bob McAdoo and Nate Tiny Archibald both up here.
You guys could just go in order if y'all want. This is actually disgusting. You have the top 6
I think we will
right now.
We might as well continue.
Let's see. I think Alex English is in this.
English
it's a good guess.
Not. Let's see.
No Alex English. Okay.
Do we get Gervin here? I mean, I'm trying to think about what the number is.
Man. Gervin that's number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're in order. We're on time and in order.
Let's see here. Is Bernard King there?
Jerry averaged 31. Oh, BK will for sure be here.
Yes,
BK
sir.
averaged 32.9. I think it was.
BK isn't here. I don't know if they didn't count him because of the abbreviated games.
I think he played 55 games that year, so that might be it.
He definitely would be here.
So okay, so he's out. Let's see.
Jerry's number 10 too, so you guys are just missing 8 and 9.
Okay.
Oscar averaged like 31 a game one year as well. Is he here?
Big O's a phenomenal guess. He's not.
I don't know if we can leave out James Harden.
Well, it's pre-LeBron.
Oh, pre-LeBron. I'm sorry. That's before James.
Yeah.
Before James showed up. So,
and to make a correction, actually, Big O is tied for 9th with another gentleman.
Let's see.
So we only have one to go?
We're talking bucket getters. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about just guys who are scoring machines. So guys like Bird. Bird wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, how can we?
Polar
we
opposites in the in the era where they played.
How about Jabal?
He is not here.
That's a good thought.
No Jabal? Okay, no Jabal. Let's see here.
Oh, well, Moses has one crazy scoring season at like 31 a game. He's not here, is he?
Not Moses. That's a good guess.
I think Moses is up there.
Polar
Adrian
opposites
Dantley?
era.
Is Adrian Dantley here?
Not Dantley.
Polar opposite the era.
It's not Pistol Pete because he averaged 30 one year.
Even a further throwback than Pete. Carson, I don't want to mess you up. I know you know this guy. It's a big-time throwback.
How about Bob Pettit?
I was thinking about Pettit. It's not Richie Guerin. He has a year averaging like 29 a game.
It's a weirdo like Richie Guerin, though.
Over 30 a night. I mean, that's a really, really high number.
That is.
And there's a pretty modern guy here.
Pretty modern.
Pretty modern guy here.
I mean, numbers.
Was it Bryant? No, it wasn't Bryant.
Not pre-LeBron.
Right. I keep saying. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, but Kobe's close. You know, he had really good years pre-LeBron, but his best season.
So before 2003. So before 2003, who was getting buckets like that?
What's the number, Logan? Is that too much to ask?
31.4.
31 and a half. Who was averaging 31 and a half? Almost. 31 and a half.
Oh boy, could this guy get buckets, man? He was quite good at it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be if you're getting.
Dominic Wilkins?
Oh,
Wilkins. I thought you were gonna say it, OG.
AI.
It's AI.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were looking too far back.
And
but now we do have one more real throwback. Yeah.
60s legend. This guy, such a funny name.
I mean, let's think about our 60s legends.
So guys who were bucket getters in the 60s. Elgin's off the board. Chamberlain's off the board.
Jerry's off the board.
Jerry's off the board. Oscar's off the board. Bob Pettit's off the board. Let's see. Who else was a bucket getter during that time? During the 60s. Chet Walker.
Oh, I love a little Chet Walker.
No.
I thought about him. I thought about Hal Gruber. 31's a high number. I mean, I'm surprised that this hasn't already.
I don't know if this will sound some alarm bells in your head.
Wait a minute. Havlicek?
God, Hondo.
He had 29 one year. That's a really good guess.
This guy did it in 62 with the Chicago.
Oh, he did it in the
with the Chicago.
Walt Bellamy.
Zephyrs,
Walt Bellamy.
man.
Walt Bellamy.
Walt Bellamy.
Yeah.
Walt Bellamy.
Walt Bellamy. You can't forget about rookie Walt Bellamy, OG. We're better than that.
Yes, we are. Yes,
you know what? We start a little sloppy. That happens with defending champs.
That was
regular season.
That's my fault. That was a turnover on the inbound. That was my fault.
That was on both of us. We both could have been a little sharper, but you know what? 0-1 Lakers didn't dominate the regular season.
No, they did not.
Come playoff time, though, they showed everybody who was boss.
Yes,
that's us.
Yes, they did.
Okay. So we're going to go from the pinnacle of the sport, which we were just talking about, some of the great scores, to an uglier era for you guys, Logan and Kofie, because Kofie, you are unfortunately a Detroit Pistons fan, and the Detroit Pistons have been quite bad as of late.
Terrible.
Can you name me the top 10 Pistons scorers since 2010?
Brandon Jennings.
Yeah, Brandon Jennings.
A little bit of Brandon Jennings in our lives.
Okay.
Wait, is this season average or just total
this is
points?
Total points? This is total points.
Oh, good God.
So Brandon Jennings is number 20.
2010. 2010.
Did Blake Griffin get on here?
Blake Griffin
by default. So
number 8.
What about Drummond?
Drummond number 1, man, and it's not even close.
See, this is how sad the list is.
It's a gross list. It's a gross list. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's a terrifying list. Is Reggie Jackson on there?
Reggie Jackson number 4.
See this
Greg
4?
Monroe, man.
Greg Monroe number 2.
Josh Smith.
Josh Smith is not here.
Wait, so 2010s. Okay, 2010s.
Did KCP play enough games in Detroit?
I don't know.
He's number 5, man. Good goal.
My goodness, holy!
Wow.
So I guess Bruce Brown can't be in play. There's no way.
Shout out Bruce Brown. He's not here.
Okay, thank God. There's no way that. Oh my goodness. Oh God, off bad bucket getters for the Detroit.
Is Jeremy Grant here?
It's such a good dot.
Well,
He's number 19.
Oh my goodness.
He just didn't play enough games.
Man, dude, you got me thinking about some bozos like
Singler.
Singler's 23, dude. Is
20. That even still,
you can't really throw out a bad guess, I will say, but there is one holdover from the great teams.
Phillips.
Or
neither of them were still around. This guy stuck around the longest. He wasn't the biggest name of the great Pistons, but he stuck around the longest.
Oh, good.
Wouldn't think of him as a scorer. Yeah, Tayshaun.
Yeah.
Tayshaun is number 6.
This is a disgusting list.
You have
straight up this.
Cody, what makes the list? What makes the list at the capital of Stankonia? Is it Drummond? Is it
Drummond number 1? I had to watch all of that. Yeah, that was like you were like, "There's no way." And Blake Griffin was here for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah. Oh, and he's up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, number 3 is awesome because to me, this guy's like an iconic 2010s Piston. Iconic is probably strong because he wasn't really that good.
Is Ben Gordon available?
No. Ben Gordon is such a good guess. He's number 12.
That's Rodney Stuckey, huh?
Rodney Stuckey, man, is number 3.
3. Oh my
number
goodness.
3. And you have technically 2 active Pistons.
Cade
is number 9.
Let's go, Cade. Oh, he's got something going for him, man.
Making history already.
Cade is already there.
And the second guy, note the technically.
Technically.
This is a kind of a damn. I don't even know if he was. I was gonna guess like Marcus Morris. Like,
I mean, that's not a bad guess. Marcus Morris is number 15. I feel like we're putting Kofie through some trauma here.
That's what it sounds like. Trauma. Like Kobe judging an ugly girl competition. See who's the best looking ugly chick. Which one is the best looking of all of these chicks?
Goodness. Technically.
Yeah. Well, it's not actually technically. It's just this guy put up his numbers in a previous stint with the Pistons. Now he's back.
Tobias Harris
is number 10. Okay. Yes. And the last name on this list, I think over like the last handful of years, or well, not the last handful because he's not there anymore, but there was a stretch where he was like the most consistent.
Luke Kennard. It's Luke Kennard, huh?
Not Luke Kennard. I wish it was. Luke Kennard is.
I like that guy. I miss that man.
Yeah. He had the one.
Come sign with us, please.
This guy had one of the best individual scoring performances in Pistons history.
Sadiq Bey
is here at number 7. That's the list. I know.
What? I know. He was there for like 3 seasons.
We're setting the tone. And we're reliving Pistons history, whether you like it or not.
Oh my God, what a theme!
I hope that's the last Pistons question of that era for Kofie's sake, man. All right,
he said I was thinking about some bozos.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hit you guys. In your bag with some more prolific scorers. We alluded to it last question. I need the top 10 scorers in the 1960s.
Top 10 scorers.
This is by total points in the decade?
Total points in the decade, correct.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Jerry West is actually number 1, or is it just Wilt?
Wilt's number 1. Jerry is number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I was tripping there. I guess I thought because Wilt slowed down at the end of the decade, but he racks up a crazy lead. I mean, Oscar and Elgin will be 2 and 3.
Sure. You guys want to do this one in order, too?
I would like to, yeah.
So Bob Pettit only played till 66.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's on this list too.
Yes, Bob Pettit's number 9. Good pull.
Good work.
He's on this list too.
Do we get Richie Guerin on this list?
Richie Guerin. I love the guess. He's the first guy off the list.
Do we get Dave Bing on this list?
Shout out.
He probably starts
Dave
a little
Bing.
too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about great 60s scores. I mean,
you just brought up Walt Bellamy.
Yeah, that's who I was about to say. He's got to be
100%. Walt Bellamy's on the list.
Got to be here.
Let's see. We're thinking about the 60s.
Hondo joins too late. He's not going to be here.
Did he?
Kuzi doesn't play long enough. I don't think Hondo's here.
Hondo showed up in 62.
Yeah. Is he here, Logan?
Hondo's 16th.
No,
16th.
Okay.
Because he was coming off the bench initially. He wasn't scoring at that star volume.
Let's see. Oh, how can we forget? I mean, Russ averaged 20 a game 4 straight years in the playoffs. So,
yeah, but I don't think he had the regular season. scoring to get here. Bill Russell's not here, right?
He's not, but you guys are really warm with one of these answers.
Tommy Heinsohn? Oh, Sam Jones. Sam Jones.
Sam Jones, number 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was very consistent.
Where we at, number 7? All right, so let's see here.
I don't think this guy will be here, but shout out Bailey Howell, Logan.
Yes, number 6. Number 6, dude.
We'll take Bailey Howell, sure.
Get in my bag.
Let's see.
I don't want to guess. I'm not going to guess him because I don't like that guy. And
Wayne Embry?
I love a Wayne Embry pull.
Not here, but wow, I love that shot.
I love that. That makes me want to guess Jack Twyman, but I don't think Jack Twyman's here, is he?
No Wayne Embry.
Guys, Twyman's 17th, man. Wayne Embry 21st, dude. Good guesses, guys.
I love that.
It wasn't buckets like that. Let's see. I'm thinking about bucket getters.
I believe you have 2 NBA champions here remaining. One of these,
Chet.
A one-time champ and a 2-time champ.
Hal Greer. Hal Greer is for sure here.
Hal Greer is 5.
Hal Greer. Okay, Hal Greer. No Chet Walker.
Chet Walker 24th. It's a good guess. You guys are just missing
Walker.
number 10.
Just missing number 10 who sneaks on here.
2-time champ, this guy.
Ooh.
Okay, so you already said Heinsohn. You already said Tommy.
Yeah, it's not the Busher. I mean, when I hear 2-time champ, I think Knicks.
Right.
Because they won 70-73, but
that's interesting.
Because it is him.
It's not the Busher, is it?
It's not the Busher, but this guy was a member of
Bill Bradley.
Jerry Lucas. It's Jerry Lucas.
It's not.
No Jerry Lucas.
No way.
No Bill Bradley. No DeBuscher.
Well, it's obviously not Frazier. It's obviously not Willis Reed. It's not
Cassie
Russell.
I believe this guy he did get both of his rings in New York too. Not in the 60s. He gets his rings in the 70s, but he's a leader in the 60s. I could give you guys a hint that I think would get you there, but I don't know if I want to do it.
Nope.
This should be cake at this point, I feel like.
Let's see here.
This guy must not have been a key contributor though on those teams at that point, right?
He probably was over by the time. If he was on the NBA champ later on, he probably was over by the time. So that leaves out guys. That leaves out guys in the 60s like Casey Jones and all the great Celtics. That leaves out Gail Goodrich.
Well, Gail Goodrich is a good thought, but you said he won with the Knicks, so it's somebody.
Gail Goodrich did not play for the Knicks. I'm sorry.
Right? No, all good.
Is it Happy Hairston?
I love that guess.
No Happy Hairston.
Legendary Happy Hairston.
No Happy
72
Hairston.
Lakers champ. Shout out to him.
This guy was a 20-point-per-game scorer for the first Knicks team he won a title with, and then wasn't a key contributor for the second Knicks team.
I'm tripping. I'm spacing on
Cassie.
Not
Cassie Russell. No, not Cassie.
I like that as a guess.
Not Phil Jackson. I'm stumped.
This guy has something in common with Gail Goodrich, though.
Makes you think played for the Lakers, probably. That's where my mind goes first. Oh, of course, it's Dick Barnett.
It's Dick Barnett.
Dick Barnett is a top 10 scorer of the 60s?
He is.
Wow.
That surprises me. He stands out on that list. Okay. All right. We're only going to be answering basketball questions today. You guys, though, are going to do some basketball, you're going to do some football, and you're going to do some video games because that's a passion that you both have. Can you name me every defensive player to achieve a 99 overall in Madden since 2010?
99.
Oh, since 2010? Oh.
Since 2010.
That's a pretty
Since 2010. So that's 14 years of 99 overalls defense.
Now 99 is at the top of the list, if I'm not
99 is the absolute highest possible.
They stopped doing 100 overalls in like 2003. So I'm gonna say Aaron Donald first.
Aaron Donald is here multiple times.
Yeah, multiple. Okay. Yeah, has to be multiple times. 99 is such a high achievement. So not Khalil Mack. He's not.
Khalil Mack is here. He
is
here.
Really? How many times? Once?
Let me find that for you.
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack.
Okay, so Madden 10 Troy Polamalu's on the cover, so I'm gonna say Polamalu, but I think that might have been past his.
Nope.
Polamalu.
Yeah. Polamalu is correct, and this is actually starting with Madden 11 because
Madden
it's
11,
since
okay.
2010, and Madden 10 is.
All right, Logan. We got Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, and Polamalu. I'm gonna say Ed Reed as well.
Logan is getting backpacked. Ed Reed's last 99 overall was in Madden 10, so just before.
Darrell Revis.
Revis, yeah.
Darrell Revis is correct.
Defense. Okay.
Are we gonna have Von Miller?
JJ Watt.
Von Miller is here. JJ Watt is here multiple times. And by the way, Khalil Mack only did it the once.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we have watch this? TJ Watt's not going to be here, yeah.
TJ Watt is not here.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I thought he was 99 last year. Okay, that might have been like a.
That might have been right, Kofie? You'd think.
No, that might be like an edited. Like
you might have been mid-season
their ratings. Yeah. So yeah, it might be that. It's hard to. It's hard to track.
He's the sack leader. How was he not a 99?
Man, you guys are so smart.
You're preaching to the choir here, OG. Logan could go all day.
I'm a Bengals fan saying this. This is crazy. Let's see here.
Jared Allen. Is Jared Allen here?
Jared Allen is here.
What about Julius Peppers?
Ooh.
Not Peppers.
Interesting.
Because there's going to be a little bit of holdover from like the 2010 to like 2011 guys. Like, what about Kevin Williams?
Actually,
Kevin Williams.
They never gave it to Peppers. They never gave it to Kevin Williams either.
Stephon Gilmore.
Gilmore is here.
Okay.
Carson, do we got any defensive tackles here anymore?
You do not.
Okay.
You have in total 7 more players.
Okay.
That's a lot, yeah.
What position groups are we looking at?
Probably.
Dude, I mean, come on. I guess the best defensive. There's a little bit of everything.
Oh, Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman is here.
I was just about to say, I mean, think Legion of Boom.
Cam Chancellor.
Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly is here. Cam Chancellor's not
Bobby
here.
Wagner.
But Bobby Wagner is.
Bobby Wagner. That's okay.
Chandler Jones.
No, it's not a bad guess.
Said no more defensive. So Chris Jones is not one of them.
No, they've never given Chris Jones the honors.
Thinking about safeties here. Corner. Thinking about like some tough corners, you know?
Yeah, there's one more corner.
Okay. It's not, I don't think he'd ever get night. It's not Pat Pete, is it?
No, it's not.
Ooh. I like that.
But those guys, these two shared some of their prime.
Rogers Cromartie?
No, later than that for Pat Pete.
Tyrann Mathieu, is he here?
Honey Badger?
I loved Honey Badger, man. Honey Badger was special.
Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess. Terrell Suggs?
Suggs is not here. You guys have 2 edge rushers, a corner, and an interior linebacker.
Interior linebacker.
Inside linebacker, I should say.
2 edge rushers.
Does Urlacher get one in Madden 11 too?
This is too late for Urlacher.
That feels like past the.
But Urlacher did do it before this. Madden 08, he was.
Did we say Jamal Adams? I don't know if that
Jamal Adams is not here.
I just wanted to clear out the entire. Yeah, that just.
They did not give that Blitz Merchant the 99 overall. And thank goodness for that.
What about DeMarcus Ware? Is he here?
DeMarcus Ware, Logan. I think he's maybe the toughest name on this list. Great player, obviously, but
Jalen Ramsey?
He got the 99. Jalen Ramsey is the corner.
Let's go.
Ramsey, yeah.
So one more edge, one more inside linebacker.
One more edge who I kind of can't believe you guys haven't said.
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
That's bullshit, man. And TJ.
He's so genuinely upset by
it.
Give
me hot, man. I swear.
And the last one, middle linebacker. I love this guy. I think he was a 7-time, I want to say 7-time All-Pro in 8 seasons. At least 6.
Whoa,
I
I mean,
think.
we're blanking on somebody big time here, man.
This guy was a monster.
Oh, is it? Oh no, that wasn't gonna be right.
Let me make sure that I didn't exaggerate his resume by a little bit.
I'm going through the team.
Okay, 7-time Pro Bowl, 5-time All-Pro in an 8-season career.
8-season career. So
that's pretty impressive.
Someone just like, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
That had to be a shock. It's like, hey, we're
in 8 years. Think before you like make yourself go crazy. Think to yourself about playoff teams. Think that. Thinking that.
OG, you just did it. Patrick Willis, man.
Patrick Willis is correct.
There you go.
Great Niners defense. And that's the list, fellas. Good work.
Mm-hmm.
Man, him, Navarro Bowman, Takeo Spikes. That was a nasty linebacking group, man.
But then they had all the.
We got Takeo Spikes too late, though. As good as Takeo was, we got him. If we got him a couple of years earlier, I would have been much more excited about Takeo.
Are you a Niners fan too, OG?
I bleed Niner red. Yes, I do.
Those are some.
That was fun
teams,
when they. That was a fun team because that defense was ridiculous. Cap was so fun to watch.
Crabtree.
All we got to do is run the football down at the goal line. Frank Gore was the one who got us down there. We win the bowl game. They didn't stop us once in the second half in the red zone. Not one time in the second half in the red zone did they stop us. Now, I will tell you guys this: the MVP of the Super Bowl should have been whoever turned the lights out in the dome.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, man.
They was about to put 50 on us, Logan. They were about to put 50 on us before them lights went out. 100% they were. So whoever turned the lights out, thank you very much. That allowed us to get back in the game.
That's still a top Super Bowl party moment.
100%.
We're all like, all right, now what?
Yes.
Dude,
no doubt.
Man, I'm excited to see Harbaugh back in the league. I think Harbaugh's a really good coach. I'm excited.
That was the first and only Super Bowl I've ever correctly predicted in the preseason, man. I called Ravens Niners that year. I hang my hat on that.
You.
Gentlemen, we've been going era through era. My head's big enough to be Nostradamus, man. Can you guys name every number one pick in the 1970s?
Oh, absolutely.
Number one pick in the 1970s. Let's see.
We go Bob Lanier, Austin Carr, LaRue Martin, Doug Collins, Bill Walton, David Thompson, John Lucas, Kent Benson, Michael Thompson, Magic Johnson.
Don't play with the boy. Oh my.
Very simple.
Gosh, man.
There you go.
I mean, Logan, you know that I have a sickness for that sort of thing. Number one picks. I love me some number one picks.
Wow.
That was even.
Reigning champs just threw a haymaker, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We're playing our way into midseason form now.
That was game 3 in the playoffs, and we just smoked y'all in that game.
Exactly.
That's the game where you get blown out.
Shape.
Yeah, you get blown. You know that one playoff game where you get blown out. That was that game right there. You just got blown out.
When it comes down to it, we don't play around. Okay. We're going to flip this again to the wrong side of things in the NBA. Since 2000, which 5 teams have the worst winning percentage? And I'm only going to give you guys 3 strikes for this one because, you could do the guess 30 teams challenge.
Now, think about this for a second. Since 2000, Logan, garbage. I don't mean bad. I mean straight trash.
Charlotte
is number 2.
And Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is tied for 5th, so they count. You only have to get one of those 2.
I want to guess Minnesota.
You want to guess Minnesota, but was the bad enough to out? Like, I think they went through a lot. The Johnny Flynn, Ricky Rubio, Shabazz Muhammad. I can name all the Wesley Johnson. It's a lot of trash to sift through.
Since 2000.
And that's what I'm wondering, because you do have a little bit of KG at the front. I feel like they're probably going to be here, though.
I think Detroit was too mid for too long to actually
I don't know, Kofie. Detroit's been pretty shitty since 2010.
For the last 4 years,
28 straight games last year on this list.
But then Detroit also kept making the playoffs for a long time.
Yeah,
and this is all the way back to 2000.
Yeah,
so they went to the East Finals for 6 straight years,
and then we just refused to tank for a little bit too. So
there's a crazy stat I found about Cade. I want to share with you guys. I think Cade has the 21st worst winning percentage in NBA history right now.
21st, so he's already knocking on the door for top 20.
Poor guy.
I think top 10 is Jaden Ivey, just because Jaden Ivey popped up at the wrong time.
Other Pistons,
it's rough. We got Tobias Harris though. That's great.
I feel like a lot of that list is probably like process Sixers who never made it to another stop. Like I bet you Tony Roten is on that list way up there.
I was also gonna say, I wonder if Philly was. I doubt Philly was bad enough to be here.
Philly also. I mean, Philly was making the playoffs, and then they made the finals, and then they tanked for like a couple of seasons, and they were right back. Sacramento, maybe, I don't know. Like Sacramento,
that's
like,
not bad. That's not. I don't.
But they had the Kings that won like 62 games with Bibby. So I don't. This is the tough part with 2000 is that there have been ups and downs throughout, and you need to see if the downs really outweigh.
Longest playoff drought though. Longest playoff drought. I feel like weighs in our favor.
Ooh. Okay. You want to go?
I'm down to rip Sacramento. Yeah.
Sacramento is actually 10th, surprisingly, not on the list. So that's strike one.
Mm-hmm.
What about Washington? Do you think Washington was? No, they were
John Wall.
Well, that's what Kobe just got finished talking about. Like they were mid for a long time. So
yeah. I feel like a team that, because there's gonna be a couple like 30-40 win seasons that we've all forget about. It's just like the abyss of mid, you know. You can't say Cleveland because Cleveland had LeBron. So, and while they were bad, LeBron still like led them still for so long.
Right.
It's not Miami. It's not Houston. It's not Dallas.
Think like you just said. Think teams that had playoff droughts. Like I know you're looking at Milwaukee right now, but Milwaukee wasn't always awesome. They were not.
That's a
they
good
weren't awesome,
point.
but they did have like, let's see, like Ray Allen, Michael Redd. How many wins did that?
Michael Redd was not. He wasn't making the playoffs though. He was.
Yeah, no, you're right. But Ray Allen and them were.
There's only one answer on this list that you guys haven't even mentioned, which is kind of surprising that you haven't mentioned them.
Right.
Orlando? No, not Orlando. I doubt it. Orlando was really bad in the 22, but you got Dwight.
But then they were. There's a lot.
They were kind of.
There's a lot more bad than.
For sure.
Since the 2000s.
I kind of feel like. Do you think Atlanta's going to be here, Kofie? I know Atlanta has.
They have that 60 win streak, but they also were like super.
They were horrible in the early.
But
2000s.
now they've just been mid for the last. I don't know.
My strongest. I feel like Minnesota's probably the strongest guess right now.
Yeah, I think we can lock that in. That's fine.
You guys locking that in?
Yeah.
That is a correct answer.
Okay.
Oh, well, you got it. Right. Minnesota is number 4.
So we're searching for 2 more.
Searching for 2 more. There's another one tied with 5th if you wanted to get the bonus, but you don't have to.
Damn, am I crazy for thinking the Knicks might be here?
It's not
5 straight. Just so you know, Logan, 5 straight 50-loss seasons. Not 1, not 2, 5 straight. Garbage. Trash. Remember, like you just talking about Dallas.
Trotting out Marbury and Francis and Eddie Curry.
You just talked about it yourself. You talked about bozos. You talked about bozos.
2000 though. Weren't they in the finals the year before?
Yeah, they were.
Did they absolutely crater the year after?
They was in
the East Finals the next year in 2000. But just like Bob Myers did with the Golden State Warriors, Jeff Van Gundy jumped off that ship quick because he knew it was going down. There was a crater-sized hole in
it. Golden State was atrocious for a long time, but like we can't again. Portland.
Ooh.
No, Jailblazers and Lillard.
You guys are like actually working your way through almost every team at this point.
Yeah,
no stone is going unturned. I dare I say you could keep it a little bit simpler than you have.
I mean, I feel like my
I don't want to rush you, but
my gut right now is saying either New York, Atlanta, Orlando, or Toronto. Those are the 4 I feel like I'm like most confident in.
I'm thinking, well, Pelicans have been more mid than bad, right?
Have we still not mentioned any of these teams, or have we said everybody, Carson?
You've mentioned every team now. You guys have mentioned damn near every team in the league.
Yeah, we did.
True.
Thought about Indiana for a little bit, but they've been fine.
Yeah, I thought about Indiana and Utah for a minute, but they've been consistently like good.
Utah, yeah. Darren Williams and
those teams. I loved those teams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was very young, but I loved them.
AK-47.
I feel like Orlando's what my gut is saying.
I support that, but I do. No, wait, yeah, that doesn't sound like the worst choice.
You like that one? Is it Orlando? You want to lock Orlando in?
I don't hate it. I'll say this.
Okay.
Are you guys ready to lock it in?
You're a little overzealous here, Carson.
I just may have to put a shot clock on you guys at some point.
I'm saying, you can't just
I respect the Socratic seminar of it, but at some point we gotta let some.
We're moving the rock. We're moving the rock around the top of the key, man.
It's beautiful.
All right, Logan. You wanna? I trust you.
We'll rip Orlando.
Orlando is number 7.
No.
They're just off this list.
That's fine.
One more strike. And I'm throwing my sinker at you guys. And that thing's hard to hit. Not really, actually. These last 2 answers, I think, make a lot of sense.
Toronto and Atlanta is what my brain is saying.
New York?
Or New York. New York is interesting.
New York's been that bad. New York, I don't think it's the worst guess.
I don't think New York's the worst.
Kofie's not excited about anything. Kofie either just doesn't hate it or he.
I don't hate. There are things where I'm like I don't.
I've ripped them all, Kofie. I'll leave this one up to you, man. Whatever you're feeling.
What about Memphis? No, they've been too good.
I thought about Memphis too, but yeah, they've been consistently good.
They've been fine. Yeah.
Also, Carson said we had named everybody, and we hadn't said Memphis yet. So
true.
I thought about them though, because they're Vancouver for a little bit,
The Vancouver Grizzlies were awful.
Yeah.
The Memphis Grizzlies have mostly been pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. What do you want? What do you want? Rock, paper, scissors, New York. Rock, paper, scissors. What are you thinking?
I think New York's a good answer.
Let's do New York.
New York is correct.
I was trying to figure out, Logan, why was it taking you? They had 5 straight 50-loss seasons.
Yeah.
5 of them.
And when have they been, 2013 they win 50
I guess
games.
it's just this last season. We get a little,
It's been a lot of bad. The one team you are missing, though, is the number 1 spot, the worst winning percentage.
The worst.
Is it Toronto? Man? I can't remember a stretch where Toronto. I mean,
being an expansion team, you have it's just being an expansion team, and you had. Oh Jesus, the Bosch Raptors weren't doing that much, but they've been. It's again one of the. Is it more mid, more good than bad?
That's true though. We should probably think about teams that were just at the absolute cellar, like OG was saying. The Knicks had 50 straight. Mega trash.
Detroit and Houston have had, but Houston had those 60 wins and all of that, and then McGrady and Yao, and it's not. I don't think it's Detroit. I'd be surprised if it was Detroit. Detroit. Oh no, it depends. If you did 2010s, Detroit is at the bottom
for sure.
Yeah, 1,000% they're at the bottom.
I'm putting a 15-second clock on you guys to make.
I feel we got a 50-50, Toronto or Atlanta, man.
All right, you want to?
Damn.
Atlanta was bad. It's up to you, Logan.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We're gonna rip Toronto, I guess.
1.
Toronto.
It's Atlanta.
Not even close. Toronto is 16th. Toronto's 500 since 2000.
Is it Atlanta?
Atlanta would have been unacceptable answer because they are tied for 5th with the Nets. So I would have given you guys the point for that. However, number 1 is the Washington Wizards.
Oh, they haven't won 50 games in 40 years.
They've never been very good. They were a decent playoff team with Wall and Beal for a few years.
Oh, and then
they were a decent playoff team for 2 years with Antoine Jameson and Caron Butler and No Chill Gill. Outside of that, they've been bad.
And
I thought that they had more. I thought they had a lot of mid seasons to just like put together.
That's fair,
it was,
but it's
the reason
you
why
got to think.
I think the reason why you say that, Kobe, is because they were losing to Cleveland in the playoffs, so I feel like they was there a lot. They really weren't.
Yeah.
No.
I'm also thinking about the time where like the Wizards have like refused to tank for a while,
right.
where it's like, yeah, they got Westbrook and then accidentally made the playoffs, and like I'm thinking like those years where it's like, hey, I'm thinking about like those draft picks, those teams that kept getting like the 8 and 12 pick for like years. So I'm like, okay,
that's fair.
Logan, I'm surprised you was with Toronto, Logan, because I'm sure you know. I mean, they had the best winning. They had the most wins in the whole decade of the 2010s. Nobody won more games than them. Nobody.
They were a great regular season team.
I was just a little bit more nostalgic about John Wall and Bradley Beal and them, but yeah, Lowry and DeRozan were consistent, man.
Since 1978, since their title, if you want to bet bad anything in the NBA, the Wizards are a pretty good bet.
Garbage.
Pretty good
trash.
Get
them out of here. Garbage. But in the words of Logan, bozos.
Yeah.
Straight bozos.
Bums, man.
Bums.
All right, gentlemen. I'm going to give you guys 3 strikes for these next 2 questions because there are only 3 answers. So pretty straightforward, though. I need you to tell me the top 3 fewest career points per game by a Finals MVP.
This is career
points per game.
Points per game.
So, I am pretty confident that Wes Unseld is on this list.
Right.
Should we just guess him right away? What do you think, OG? Are you good with that?
Absolutely.
Unseld's number 1. Under 11 points per game.
Yeah, I think he averaged 9 a game in the finals.
In the finals, he did,
He averaged 9 a game in the finals.
The other candidates...
You can smell that over here, can't you, Kobe? That's how bad that smells. You can smell that all the way over there.
Hey. How about the rebounding? How about the screening? How about the outlet passing?
So lowest points per game.
I think Iggy will have to be here, right? 100%. Iggy's career points per game is probably like 11 something.
11.3. All you guys are missing is number 3.
Let's see. So when we think about...
the candidates would be like Cornbread Maxwell would be a candidate.
Sure.
Chauncey, I think, is probably clear.
If you think about if we think about all the finals MVPs, because like I talked about before, it showed up in the 68-69 season, and the majority of the finals MVPs are bucket getters for their careers, right? So they bucket getters. So that eliminates guys like Jordan, Jabbar, Chamberlain. That eliminates guys like James, Dwayne Wade, Bryant. Right. So who does that leave us with? Right. So if you think about,
I think it's Cornbread Maxwell. I think we can let that rip.
Because
who needs strikes anyway, man? 3 straight, boom, dude. That's 3.
We're in mid-season form, OG. It's getting dangerous.
3 straight blowouts.
Yes, 100%.
It's getting dangerous. Okay, well, Kofie, we're gonna hit you in your other bag here, your other sports fandom. We're going to talk about the Bengals for a second. They have 7 10,000-yard passers in their history.
7 of them.
Can you name them all?
Get it.
Andy Dalton.
Yes, number 2 in the franchise's history.
Boomer's
number 3.
Carson Palmer.
Number 4.
10,000-yard passers. Is Burrow there already?
Burrow is here. He's at number 6.
Oh my God. Now it gets tough.
Logan, what about your boy?
I was waiting. I wanted to let Kofie cook a little bit.
Okay.
I know Kenny
you got
gonna be here. Kenny Anderson.
Kenny
Anderson's number 1.
The GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT. Former MVP Kenny Anderson, man.
Yeah, seriously.
So, John Kitna,
number 7. Look,
that's when they were the Bungles.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't want to do that to Kofie, but I'm glad somebody did. Yeah,
sir.
So just 1 to go.
Not many more notable gentlemen. Is this an 80s guy?
Not 80s. This is a bit after that.
90s bang. I mean, it's not going to be Akili Smith because he just did not play enough.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Sorry, more trauma.
Yeah, dude, what's up with all the negative questions here, man?
This isn't even a negative question. You made it negative. Why are you bringing up Achilles Smith? You know it's not Achilles Smith.
Let's see. Bengals.
Let's see.
It's not.
I wonder if it's AJ McCarron.
Okay. Hey, don't. The Bengals would have. I always stand on that, man. Had it not been for those two penalties, Kofie. I don't know if you remember that playoff game.
Yeah, no, that was complete idiotic.
That playoff game had me in tears, man. I was bawling at the end of that game, and then Javonte's perfect and Adam Jones happened.
I don't know if it was worse than Carson Palmer tearing up his knee because my uncle's a Steeler fan, and I told
that was
him,
chemo.
I told my uncle, I said, you as a Steeler fan, they came in there ready to kick y'all ass that day. They was ready for you guys.
And you know why? Because Houshmandzadeh and the receivers took our terrible towel and they disrespected it and like cleaned their cleats with it. And I look at that as a little bit of karma, man. Look, you don't disrespect the towel, man.
You don't love that terrible towel.
They was ready for y'all that day. They definitely were.
Carson,
so the last guy,
I don't know if this guy 90s
played,
quarterback. Is it Steve Berline? Did he play in Cincy?
It's not Steve Berline. This guy had one Pro Bowl season for the Bengals in 1995, but they were not very good with him there for the most part. I feel like, Logan, you might think of this guy as a Saint. You might also.
I know who this is. Yes, I do. It's Jeff Blake. It's Jeff Blake.
Yes.
Wow.
That was a good hint, man.
Good pull.
That's the list.
Good pull.
I know how your brain works, buddy. I know that with all these dudes, it kicks into gear in the early 2000s.
All right, gentlemen. A very similar question to my last one. 3 strikes here. I need the top 3 fewest career points per game by a Rookie of the Year winner.
Rookie of the Year winner. All right. So.
Career.
For their career. All right.
This one's a little trickier. I'm inclined to say, let me know what you think about this, OG. I think that Mike Miller will be here.
Mike Miller?
Right? I mean, he's only at maybe, I don't know, 9, 10 points per game in his career. The other dude I'm thinking is Ernie DeGregorio, because he wins Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, when Buffalo.
Yeah. But then he falls off after that. He didn't play that long, but I still think his career points per game is probably
low. Was it low? I like Mike. I like Mike Miller.
Let's start with Mike Miller.
Okay, I like Mike
Miller here.
Yeah,
Mike Miller's the third guy on here at 10.6. I do like Mike Miller.
Third. Okay.
So guys like Tariq Evans.
Too good, I think.
I think he's off the list. Michael Carter Williams.
That's not bad. That's not a bad thought at all. The question is just, does he even stick in the league long enough? Because he averages 16 point something his rookie year. He's out of there fast.
On me, guys, actually. Mike Miller's the first guy off because DeGregorio is tied for first.
Okay, so we'll take our point there.
Yeah, we will.
Does that count as a strike?
No.
Okay.
Because, I mean, Mike Miller would have been he's the first. He would be the first guy off, so that counts.
Yeah.
Were you looking post-merger or something?
I was looking post-merger, I think.
Got you.
Let's see.
So...
Rookie of the Year.
I mean, I think Brogdon's too good.
That's also simple. Wes Unseld.
You think for career? No, because I mean, Mike Miller at 10.6 he's off.
Because Wes won the league MVP and the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he did. And I don't think he's far, but I think he's at like 12 a game in his career is what I'm inclined to say.
Okay. Let's see.
Who was I about to? I mean, should we guess MCW? I mean, he's not good. Oh, what about? Oh no, never mind. I got the question mixed up in my head for a second.
Here.
I think we have 3 strikes. I say let's guess Michael Carter Williams.
Certified Bozo, number 2.
There we go.
He's number 3, 10.2 So you're just missing the guy tied for first.
I'll take Michael Carter. Okay, I'll take Michael Carter.
Yeah, that was a good thought.
So the guy tied.
And this guy is unique because I think I consider this guy to be a really great player all time, just not a real bucket getter.
Rookie of the Year.
That's interesting. I mean, that does make it sound like Wes Unseld wouldn't be a bad guess, but you consider him to be a great player. So that means he's either probably
very good.
He's either got to be a great passing point guard or a great defender. One of the two, a great defensive big. Probably one of those 2 archetypes if he's not scoring a lot.
Let's see here. I'm thinking about Because if we going back, like when Rookie of the Year started, Chamberlain won it in 59.
Yeah.
In 60.
I don't know if this is a crazy guess. What do you think about Mark Jackson, OG? I can tell that's right. I saw it on Logan's face.
Too good,
Mark Jackson.
Too good. He's number one, yeah.
Come on.
Mark Jackson, Mark Jackson averaged like 11 a game, 12 a game, something like that.
9.6 for his I think longevity factors in there too, but yeah.
He did play 18 years.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll take
I'd hit that out the park respectfully, man.
Nice. We'll take that.
Crazy.
Sure.
Crazy quote. Let's go. We're cooking, OG. We are in our bag here. All right. I'm going to get you guys in your bag, especially you, Kofie. I'm looking at you for this one. This is a subjective list, but can you name me the 10 best sports video games ever according to Ranker? 10. So the people have voted.
Oh, according to Ranker. Oh, my God.
It's not my list, but
sports
Kofie,
video game.
What's your favorite sports video game ever?
Let's start off with MVP Baseball 2005.
I love that take.
Number 12.
How is it not on the list, bro? How is it not on the list?
What? I thought about trying to find some sort of expert list or something.
They clearly never played owner mode, man. They just don't get it. They just don't get it.
Wow.
Respect the voice of the people. Yeah, I mean, some of these are not,
ESPN NFL 2K5, the greatest football game ever made.
That is number 2.
Number 2.
You guys are gonna crack up when you hear number 1. It's very different from.
Is it like Mario Baseball or something? Like
that's
Mario.
Really,
yeah,
that's really close to number 10.
That's a good guess. The Mario sports games are.
Are we guessing top 10 or top 5?
You're guessing top 10.
So it's here.
But stick with the Mario
Kart
or no, that's
Strikers.
Motorsports. You could argue.
Yeah, I forgot about that game.
Strikers.
No,
it's not Strikers.
Is not here.
Man, like,
it's a power tennis. Oh, Toadstool Tour.
No.
What? Okay, jeez, we're missing.
Kofie's in his bag though. It's firing me up because every guess that you throw out can't really be wrong.
Is 2K11 here?
2K11 is
that's my favorite, but is 2K6
2K11 or 12?
Somehow not here, dude. There's not a 2K on this list.
That's okay. Do it now. Okay, Backyard
2K11
baseball.
was a great game though.
Backyard Baseball? Is that up here?
Backyard Baseball is not here.
God. Okay. Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl, definitely.
Tecmo Bowl is here. Tecmo Bowl is number 7.
Bowl.
Yeah.
What about
Mike Tyson's knockout, man? Mike Tyson's punch out.
Number 6. You guys got the throwbacks.
I gotta go with like not my list. I gotta go with the general.
Yeah.
NFL Blitz.
Go with mass appeal. NFL Blitz is not here.
NFL Street.
Oh, that's number 14. But
NBA Street Volume 2.
NBA Street is number 9.
Number 9.
Just so you guys know, in Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson only had one play.
Correct.
That was it. They only gave him one
touchdown.
play in Tecmo Bowl. That's it. Nothing else.
I'm trying to track down the developers for an interview.
Yes.
But
oh really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Let's see. I guess NBA Jam. I don't like NBA Jam, but I feel like NBA Jam should be up there.
NBA Jam is not here. Iconic aesthetic though.
Madden 2004.
So close.
05.
Actually, I'm sorry, they're both here. 04 and 05 are both here.
NCAA football.
No, actually.
No, not a single title.
None of them. One of the games that's on here, I have no idea why or how. I don't know what was so distinct about this game, but it's at number 4.
NASCAR Thunder 04?
No. It's a throwback. It is the biggest throwback except for Tecmo Bowl and Punch Out.
What do you mind?
Pong?
I cannot tell you the year because that is part of the title of the game.
Got you.
You're missing number 1, which when you think about mass appeal, makes sense.
Wii Sports?
Wii Sports is number 1.
Great pull.
Wii
Sports Resort. Wii Sports
number 8.
This is the list we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, ask the Tecmo Bowl developers what it feels like to get washed by Wii Sports.
Wii Sports.
In the game.
I like Wii Sports Resort more. I'm going to say it.
As do I.
That's very fair.
It's in the game.
Are we missing?
It's in the game. You're missing numbers 4 and you're missing number 10, and you still didn't get the sport for the scent that you were very strongly on.
Yeah,
earlier.
Mario. What other Mario game? Mario Tennis?
Nah,
I mean,
so
I
close.
don't.
Mario Power Tennis. No.
What is what sort of reminds you of tennis in terms of sports?
Mario Super Sluggers. Mario Superstar
No,
Baseball. One of the
Mario
No.
Ping Pong? They got the Mario Ping Pong there?
Not in that way.
Wait. Sorry. Oh,
More like maybe if you're at a country club, people are playing tennis and they're playing
golf. Yeah, Mario Golf.
Mario
Toadstool-
Golf is here.
Toadstool Tour. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, is that what it's called? My bad, bro.
No, I
I don't know that. All I see is Mario Golf.
there are multiple Mario Golf, so I just wanted to. I was being tried.
Okay, it's whatever the 1999 one is for the N64.
Okay, so
And we're missing even more of a throwback than this.
Yes, this one is super random. You have not guessed any game in this sport yet. It is one of the major sports.
Is it racing? I assume it would be racing or something.
No, it's not actually.
I guess a racing game wouldn't. That's its own category often. So
wrestling is a wrestling game.
I did love the WWE games when I was younger, though.
When I was a kid, those were heat. Here Comes the Pain, man.
Maybe if we're talking retro games, maybe like not bowling. But...
Is it like the like Olympics or something? Is it like an Olympic?
No, unfortunately, it's not Mario and Sonic go to the Olympic Games, even though that was a banger.
Oh, NHL 1994.
Yes, the exact year.
Yeah.
Kofie knows. I was gonna wonder.
There you go.
Why is that game so highly regarded? Do you know?
A lot of people talk about how good I think Jeremy Roenick is in that game. He's like also like up there in terms of like best video game characters of all time. But I think that's a very highly regarded NHL game for sure.
So that's what makes a great game, just having a busted character, having Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl and Vic and Madden 04.
I think so. That's all it takes, honestly.
Interesting.
It's got to be Jalen Milrow of Football 25, apparently. haven't even tried, but
now, that's what's lost in modern games, man. It's like we need to make it fun, dude. Who cares if like Vic is super cracked? Is the game fun to play or not?
No, I care.
Yeah.
I actually don't like players being super cracked. Sorry to crash at the party. But it's like when Giannis can just run down the court and dunk every single time in transition. It's like, come on.
I mean,
that's not fun.
2K hasn't been good for a while now, man.
I haven't played 2K in forever, but yeah. All right, well, that's the list, gentlemen. Good work. It was a weird one, but you got there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're going to stick with the same theme, low stat leaders for award winners. Can you tell me the top 5 Defensive Player of the Year winners with the lowest stocks per game? So that's blocks per game and steals per game, and this is in their winning season.
Blocks per game, steals per game. One of the guys I can just name right off the top of my head because I hate the fact that he doesn't rebound, and that's Jaren Jackson Jr.
Wow, so Triple J. So we're not including rebounds. It's just steals and blocks.
Steals and blocks. So he'd actually be pretty high.
So steals and blocks. I mean, that's interesting.
The obvious. There's 2 obvious ones. They're all good, but you think guards and wings right are the first way. So let's go Michael Cooper. Let's go Marcus Smart. They both have to be
both here 2 and 4.
Well, don't leave them out. Add Dennis Rodman to that too.
Number 1, and Rodman would actually be here twice.
Yes, add Dennis Rodman to that too.
Exactly right. This one I'm not as confident about. Actually, there's a couple who I like in the early 2010s because neither of these dudes were great shot blockers. They did both have good hands, so the steal numbers would be decent, but the block numbers would not be good for Marc Gasol or Joakim Noah. I don't know what you think about those.
Marc Gasol, I like. I do like Marc Gasol. I do like Marc Gasol.
If we were doing top 10, Gasol would be 10, Noah would be 11.
We don't have strikes for this question, right? Do we?
No, we're going top 5. I mean, if you guys end up struggling.
Just making sure.
So we got we got Dennis, we got Alvin Robinson, and we got Michael Cooper. Is that correct? No, we had Dennis,
Rodman, Cooper, and Smart.
And Marcus Smart, right? Okay. Defensive player.
I wonder if we have Sidney Moncrief here. Do we get Sidney Moncrief
dude, number
here?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. And so now
5. Let's see.
I'm inclined to
player
think.
Of the year.
Oh,
steals.
I mean, he would have steals. What? Kawhi is Kawhi here?
Kawhi's not here. That's not a bad guess. Kawhi is number 12 on this list. This guy had just over 2 total stocks per game.
Okay.
Total stocks per game. Let's see.
Really surprising. I thought he was way more dominant in this season. I was really surprised that the number was only 2.
So if you
is it Tyson Chandler?
Not Tyson Chandler. That's a good guess, dude. Tyson's top 10.
I'm thinking about from 90 to 2000, the defensive player of the year. Blocks. So guys like Lonzo Mourning are off the table. Olajuwon's off the table. Dikembe Mutombo's off the table. Gary Payton's off the table too.
The second most recent guy on this list.
The second most recent guy off this list.
Is it Marcus Camby?
Wow, the Marcus Camby.
I think he averaged Camby. I think he averaged like over 3 blocks per game that year. But
let's see the defense.
Oh, dude, it's 2008 KG, right? Is it?
Not KG.
He probably has the
KG's number 9
block numbers.
Blocks, so that means the Dwight Howard's off the table.
Yeah.
How about,
you guys actually?
How about what's it called? How about Draymond? No Draymond.
Good guess. Draymond's 21. He actually averaged 2 steals and a block and a half per game.
He did.
The steals.
Yes, he did. It was the steals.
Ben Wallace will have too many blocks in all his seasons.
No Ben Wallace. That's a rim protector.
Remember, I said the second most recent guy, so it's in between Smart. I mean, you guys have narrowed it down, but it's a little more. It's closer to Marcus Smart.
Closer to Marcus Smart. Is it Giannis?
Yes. Can you believe that?
Wow.
You believe that?
That does surprise me, but he doesn't have crazy block numbers ever.
I think Giannis might have averaged. I think Giannis might have averaged for the most part. I don't think he ever averaged 2 blocks a game ever.
No, I don't think he's ever gotten 2.
Now
so
that I think about it,
that does make some sense.
Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's got a nice balance between the steals and the blocks, but he doesn't have a super high total individually in either one. Okay, all right. This is a straightforward one for you guys. We're gonna go NBA history here. Can you name me the top 5 guards ever by playoff rebounds?
Russ.
Russ is number 9.
Nope.
Harden?
No Russ.
Oh, no Harden.
Harden's number 7. These are good
Playoff
guesses.
Rebound.
Jordan
is number 2.
D-Wade.
Okay. D-Wade is number 6, man. You're painting the corners.
I guess Kobe.
Kobe's number 3.
I feel like this is more about longevity than rebounding.
This is total rebounds.
This is total rebounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who was just there a lot?
Guards. I'm thinking about people.
Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy.
Not Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy was there a lot, man.
Magic? Does that count?
Magic's number 1.
Jerry. Is Jerry here?
Jerry's number 10.
Nope.
You guys are going to clean up the top 10 in no time.
Jason
numbers
Kidd.
4 and Jason Kidd number 4.
Great poll.
Jason Kidd. Let's see. Rebounding guard.
You're in the same neighborhood, like you just said. You're in the same neighborhood. You just knock on the next door, the door right next to it, because you're in the big door.
Big O.
Big O is not here, actually. He's number 23, but that's a good thought.
Tough scene.
23.
Is that who you were thinking, OG?
That's exactly who I was thinking. He averaged almost 10 rebounds for 8 straight years.
Yeah. It's just tough because the Cincinnati teams weren't great. And also it's like, the playoffs were so brief.
Right.
He only played, a couple rounds.
Playoffs a lot, but he didn't play. They didn't go that far.
Yeah.
Kept running into the damn Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
One more. This guy's a bigger guard. I mean, he's a 2 guard, but, he could play the 3 as well.
He can play the 3. Oh, no. Not a combo. Not a combo, man.
Nobody like him exists in today's NBA. He is a very interesting product of his time. I love this guy's game, but he didn't handle particularly well. He didn't shoot particularly well. But he was an awesome athlete. He was an awesome playmaker. I mean, one of the
playmaker. Okay,
really good playmaker. Really good passer.
Okay, that kind of playmaker, passer, dude. What
and he did win a title.
What an archetype.
Yeah, I know. It's like he just described Ben Simmons.
Chill.
What an archetype for that, man.
A 2 guard.
This guy could shoot a little bit, but not consistently.
This wasn't what it wasn't what he was about.
Yeah.
You just said Jordan. Think about that era of player.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man, I'm thinking about Reggie Theus right now, man.
Oh, no, get off of that. Reggie Theus, brother, he barely saw the playoffs in his entire career.
We did that trivia question.
You just missed the exit. You was on the right exit. You just missed the exit. Stay there. Stay there, though, Logan. Stay there.
Listen to your GPS, Logan. OG is your GPS.
Stay there. You think Jordan era.
Think Jordan. OG said it. Think his contemporaries.
It's not Drexler.
Actually.
It
is.
It's Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler is number 5.
I was just like, I have no idea how good Clyde Drexler was at rebounding. I was like,
very good rebounder.
He was a glass
very
cleaner.
good rebounder. There you go.
Yeah.
Got it. He's actually, like, I would say maybe the best offensive rebounding guard ever.
Yeah. He averaged almost 6 rebounds
Clyde
a game.
Drexler rebounding tape. Yeah.
A little bit overshadowed, underrated, man, because of the crossover, for sure.
For sure. Know the beautiful thing about being a sports fan? There's only like 2 days the whole year without a game. 2. With so much happening and so much action, that makes just about every day game day at DraftKings Sportsbook.
It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It really couldn't be any easier or any simpler. Baseball, golf, UFC, there's something for every fan of every sport to bet on at DraftKings. And I know it's early, but football season will be here before you know it.
And if you're new to DraftKings, you gotta check this out. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code NERDS. That's code NERDS for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
All right, gentlemen, my last question of this style, I need you to tell me the lowest points per game by a player who made the All-NBA first team.
First team All-Pro.
I got one off the top of my head. DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
Number 2. DJ is here.
How deep are we going with this list?
Just 5.
5 guys.
Although I thought about expanding this to 10 because Mark Price is one of the first guys off, and I just think that'd be a funny name to pull.
Mark Price.
What about J Kidd?
Number 4.
What about Joakim Noah?
Number 1.
How about Wes Unseld?
Unseld's not.
Wes Unseld never made first team All-Pro. That's
because the centers were so ridiculous back then.
Jabbar
and also I did make this one post merger because you had some 50s weirdos up here. I was not going to make you guys
Slater Martin and stuff.
So post merger, first team All-Pro, right? First team All-Pro with the less.
I wonder what the number is. I mean, Stockton's only first team All-League twice, but I wonder if he gets.
That's your man right there. Stockton averaged 13 a game.
3.
Yeah, Stockton averaged 13 a game.
Okay, and we got one to go.
Let's see.
This guy was only one time first team All-Pro.
One time first team All-Pro.
Makes sense.
Wasn't Alonzo. Let's see. I'm thinking about it because it wasn't a wing because wings was bucket getters. So it wasn't wings.
Did Marc Gasol make first team?
Wow, dude. Yes. That's number 5. Cleaned it up, man.
It's just that that weird pocket of centers between like peak Dwight and between Jokic and Embiid where it's just like ridiculous the dudes who are making first
from like
team
2009 to like 2020. Like you had
it's
Al
real
Jefferson.
Down period.
Al Jefferson was on the All-Pro team. Guys like that.
And
Al Jefferson wasn't whack, but
Al Jefferson was nice.
Al Jefferson wasn't whack. He was nice.
But he was, but it's so funny now because you'll see people like every once in a while, people just feel the need to like compare like Boogie or Al Jefferson and be like, if they were up against Embiid and Jokic, and it's like we can respect their game without trying to put them into conversations they don't belong in.
My roommate the other night, man, we were talking about like guys whose careers were dashed by injury, and then he goes, "Yeah, man, Boogie Cousins was on the verge of being the next Shaq before he got hurt," and I was like,
come on now,
slow down, ball.
Down.
People confuse skill set. When they see a skill set, they automatically think that he was this good. Okay, he had the he had the goods. Production does matter.
Absolutely,
100% matters. So
absolutely, it matters. There was a lot about Boogie that like if you're trying to build a great team around a low efficiency, high turnover center like him who doesn't defend at a very high level. Like I loved his game. He was fun, but
too,
with his there's a lot there. Okay. We're going to go to football for you guys. Since 2000, there are 7 tight ends who have 500-plus playoff receiving yards. Can you name them?
Since what year?
Since 2000.
Gronk.
Okay. Gronk.
Number 2.
Antonio Gates.
Number 7, yes.
Good pull.
Vernon Davis.
Number 5.
Vernon.
Kofie said he's getting the tough ones first, man.
Yeah, Kofie doesn't want the easy stuff.
I
hope
hope
the layups for you, buddy.
Actually, you know what? I'm guessing he's not going because the Cowboys stunk and they never made the playoffs. So I'm not going to guess him. Kelsey's got to be number 1. Yeah,
Kelsey is number 1. Yeah,
I'll say Jason Witten. I think
number 8, first guy off.
Okay.
Tony Romo unfortunately stunk.
I was like, I thought like they made him. I was like, how many first rounds did they? It's like I could combine.
You know what?
They were the eternal 8-8.
Speaking of which, man, there's no shot. I'm gonna guess he's like number 9 or 10. Heath Miller's not here. Yeah.
Number 6, Logan.
Let's go, dude. Put some respect on Heath, man.
You put some respect on Heath. You didn't see, say he wouldn't be on the list.
True.
Maybe I
Sad. Logan Camden exposed, I fear. Known Heath Miller hater.
He's one of the most underrated tight ends, man, ever. When you're talking about blocking and hands and just always being open.
Since 2000, you said.
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez up here?
He is not, unfortunately.
No,
His teams were not good enough.
Oh, what about Jimmy Graham?
This is kind of sad. Tony Gonzalez is between Ed Dixon and Brent Selleck. Jimmy Graham is number 11.
He had Trent Green slinging him to rock. I don't blame him.
I know, but it's kind of sad.
Trent did make the Pro Bowl a couple times.
He did.
True story.
He did.
And then he had Matty Ice when he was older.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg Olson?
Greg Olson, that is number 4. And number 3 makes sense. Played with a great quarterback. They were in the playoffs a lot.
This dude wants me to guess Jermichael Finley.
No, I don't. But if you want to, I would appreciate it, actually.
With a great QB, Dallas Clark.
Dallas Clark is correct.
Wow.
That is the list.
Let's go. All right. I got a real simple one for you guys. We're going to play a Nerd Sesh classic, a little odd man out. 5 of these gentlemen are in the top 5 for career, or 4 of these gentlemen are in the top 5 most points for the Nets all time. One man isn't. I need you guys to tell me who it is. We've got Richard Jefferson, Buck Williams, Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, and Kerry Kittles.
So Kerry showed up in 96. He played 7 seasons there. He started breaking down in like 2002, 2003. So I think he's on the list.
Probably on the list.
Buck
I
Williams,
think Richard Jefferson is on the list.
Buck Williams played 8 years with New Jersey.
I think Buck Williams is on the list.
Buck Williams is on the list. Jason Kidd, how many years did Jason play with the Nets?
I want to say...
Let's see. He showed up in 2000, 2001, 2002. I don't think Vince is on the list. I think Vince is the odd man out.
I'm with you. I mean, he's going to have the most per game is the only reason that I hesitate, but he is only...
How many years did RJ play with the Nets? He showed up in 2002.
I think RJ is safe.
Yeah, he good,
he was
right?
there for at least 7, I think.
So I think Vince is the odd man out. I do. I think Vince is the odd man out. Because Vince only played there. Vince showed up in I want to say 2006, 2007.
I think it was,
2000,
I think it was 05.
05.
I think it was 05
right?
that he showed up.
And he was gone in, 2008, 2009? He was in Orlando in 09.
Did he go straight to Orlando? He was in Orlando for 2009, 2010.
I think Vince is the odd man out.
I think it's... I wonder if we moved on a little bit fast from Kerry Kittles, just because he doesn't have crazy longevity, and per game, he's only giving you, mid-teens.
Sure. And the fact that he played,
but,
even though he played as long as he did, I mean, he didn't get Jason Kidd until 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Up until then, he had Marbury for 2 years.
Yeah. We know that Brooke Lopez is number 1. Shout out to him.
Somehow, man. That's ridiculous.
Great franchise. I'm thinking who is definitely safe. I'm very confident that Buck Williams is safe. I'm confident Richard Jefferson is safe. I'm pretty confident Kidd is safe, but I'm not positive about Kidd, honestly.
Yeah, Kid was
he did have his
career. For his career, Kidd's like a 15-a-game guy.
I think he's lower than that for his career. But in
Nets.
Jersey, those were his biggest scoring seasons. He had his MVP runner-up season. He was up close to
so let's
19.
take J Kidd off the list.
I think it's between Kittles and Vince.
I'm taking.
You know what? Who are you thinking?
I'm thinking Vince comes off the list. I am.
All right, I'm good with that. Let's try it. Is Vince here, Logan?
It's Kerry Kittles, guys.
You were right.
You guys, I'll give you guys credit. Vince, by far of anybody, even in the top 10, has the fewest games played, only 374. The average 24 a night.
Yeah.
Kittles, 14 points a night in just under 500 games. And it's close. They're only separated by about 2,000 points.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. We gave it our best. Yeah, it's a little too long for Vince scoring at that clip to be off the list. That makes sense. All right. Can you guys name me the last 5 NBA players to lead the playoffs in total points who did not win the title that year?
So the way to think about this is we have to think that they got to the finals because you just have to play enough, which LeBron's got to be here, yeah?
LeBron is here 3 times. We're not counting him as a repeat.
So that means Luka's here.
Luka is here.
Yeah.
Pull.
Let's see.
I think Giannis
Devin Booker? Devin Booker?
Book is a good thought.
Did Book ever lead the playoffs in scoring? The whole playoffs?
Like, are we talking total points or average?
We're talking total points.
Total points.
Okay. I'm thinking about teams that lost in the finals.
Giannis led that year, but that's a good
Jokic for sure led in points. Who did Kawhi? I doubt
Kawhi played enough.
Well, I was going to say Steph and KD, I think, just because they got hurt. I think Kawhi probably led. So I'm going to guess everybody is...
I'm going to guess Harden.
That's a good guess.
That actually makes a lot of sense, and yet it is not an answer. Harden never led the playoffs in scoring.
Wow.
Last 5 guys.
So James
what
is
about,
off the table.
We're talking about crazy performances. But
what about 2012 KD?
Close. Very close. There's one dude on this list who did not make the finals and still did this. And you may have identified him.
And it's not Harden?
It's not Harden.
It's not Harden.
No, this guy has made the finals, but he didn't make the finals this year, and he still led.
Yeah.
Oh, still led in points.
I mean, Logan, you were just on something.
Is it Jokic?
Not Jokic.
Not Jokic. It's not
2016 KD?
That's a good thought, but that's not it either.
When else did they get to the conference? 2013 KD?
Not 2013.
Oh my gosh. 2014 KD?
2014 KD led the postseason.
A blind squirrel, man, I swear.
I'm gonna look at that Pistons year and think that someone else, some other team had
Tim Duncan, right? Or no, they lost that year. Who did they play in the finals?
They played the Lakers. So maybe it's Shaq or Kobe. Because I feel like that those top 5 Pistons were just like that's such a balanced team. That's my big guess. So I'm gonna guess who was they were both off that series. I don't know. I'm gonna say Shaq. I guess Shaq.
Not Shaq. Kobe did lead in 2004, so you had the right thinking, but that's actually too far back to be on this list.
Okay.
Oh, darn.
05 is Spurs, Pistons. I mean,
yeah, I feel like
unless it's Chauncey, but I doubt Chauncey.
It's too far back. Too far back. Nah, it can't be Paul Pierce.
It's not a. I don't know. This maybe. I doubt he outscored Kobe though.
Yeah, no.
09, you've got Lakers, Magic. Or no. Yeah.
Absolute scores. How far? No. Let's see.
Kobe would also be an answer here in 2008. He was the leading scorer, didn't win the title. Still too far back.
Okay.
One of these is very recent.
Okay. God, I forgot about the. Let's go through the bubble.
Big media doesn't want you to know about it. This guy also led that postseason in total assists.
Is it Jokic?
That's not Jokic.
I think so.
You guys have guessed him multiple times now.
I mean, he just makes so much sense, man.
But he never. 2020 is his only deep run before he wins the title.
Points and assists is crazy.
Well, this guy did play a lot of games. I think it was like a 24-game run.
Jimmy.
Not
2020 Jimmy. Oh.
Points and assists. Oh, boy.
I love that playoff run, man. Jimmy was going crazy.
He was. Jimmy and this guy actually went to battle in this run. Went to war. Went 7.
You want me to guess Jason Tatum?
2022 Jason Tatum is on this list.
Wow.
Points and assists he led.
How quick people forget, man. I already forgot.
To be honest, yeah.
This last one is probably my favorite answer on the list. It's the most unexpected. This guy led the whole postseason. You wouldn't think of him as the best player even on his own team. I mean, he wasn't the best player on his own team. It's not even arguable. He was the 3rd best player on his own team, but he led the whole postseason in scoring.
Goran Dragic.
Good Lord, Logan. Logan, keep it together, buddy. I know we've been going with him for a minute here, but come on now. Let's keep our composure.
That's interesting.
Let's see.
It was quite a disappointment that this team did not win the title.
This sounds like a Warriors team. It sounds like 73-9. Did someone else lead the league? Who? Wait.
Dre. It's Dre, huh? Or no, is it Clay?
No. Whoa,
it's Clay.
Well, no, I was just thinking because Dre had that crazy game 7. I didn't know if that put him over the top.
Logan, I think we might need to put you down for a brief nap. Get you back up in about 3 minutes.
So Clay led the entire.
Clay led the entire 2016 postseason in total points. How about that?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of teammates, man, this one's pretty straightforward. I need you guys to name the leading teammate with the most points every season of Dirk Nowitzki's career.
Love it. So
Dirk showed up in 99, right?
The 98-99.
Dirk showed up in 99. That was the lockout season. So
do we get Michael Finley off rip? When does Michael Finley start?
Michael Finley started in
95.
Yeah.
All that way.
98 to 05.
06 will be Josh Howard.
Howard is 07 and 08.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is 06 Jason Terry?
Terry 06, 09 through 2012.
Wow. Okay, then once we get to 2013, I always think about Roddy Beaubois. I completely overrate him.
I think Vince showed up in 2013, to be honest.
But he's old. I don't think he's going to be the highest scoring teammate.
That is the way to think about it, though. Some free agents that showed up.
Let's see.
This was not a very good.
Luka showed up in 18.
Yeah.
So Dirk.
Dirk's last year.
Yeah, Dirk last year. So Luka showed up in 18. So in 17, this is when they weren't very good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this guy kind of stinks. The leader for 17 to 18. Yeah. I'm not fond of this guy. He just got I believe he is on a new team now. Just this offseason.
Who was in Dallas? To be honest with you, Logan, I was not watching Dallas in 17.
I don't blame you.
This is a bad
era.
This is a bad era.
Not watching the Dallas Mavericks in like 16, like when Dirk just was shooting in the mid range and he wasn't going to the basket and he wasn't doing anything. I was not watching Dallas that much.
Bad.
I'd be lying.
These teams are bad.
These dudes, 3 of them, you could say they were washed at this point.
3 of them, you could say they were washed.
And then one of these guys, I think, was somehow a 20-point per game scorer. Would end up getting traded to would get traded from Dallas, and he has recently moved on to a new team this offseason.
We don't get Devin Harris on this list, do we? That's a separate guess from I'm just thinking about Mavs.
Not Devin Harris. That's a good guess.
Devin Harris was earlier than this. We're talking about the dark days at this point.
Like
who
when
was
they were
putting up enough points?
Who on that Dallas team? Now that I'm thinking about it, Because now I gotta go into the memory bank and figure out who exactly was on that crew, and who was actually who he was even playing with.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
There was a 20-point per game score.
Who was he playing with? So, damn.
You got
Logan,
two guards.
Logan, I want to say, and I'm not sure if this is correct, but I think Monta Ellis was with him.
Yes.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Was he running with him?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't remember what year, but I knew he ran with Dirk one year. I don't remember.
That was a great
14 and 15. You've got another scoring two guard here.
Another scoring two guard.
Yeah, if we were all like
for a second,
if we were all going to the grocery store,
Yeah. Well, we'd get a bag.
If we were going to the grocery store, man,
I'd get an apple. I'd probably get an apple and some peanut butter.
I'd get a breakfast beverage and something to spread on my sandwich.
Jelly. Jam.
Oh, what you call it? Mayo.
OJ Mayo.
OJ Mayo. That's what I'm thinking about. OJ Mayo.
There we go.
Yes, OJ Mayo.
There we go. Yep. I'm feeling the fatigue at this point. OG is putting me on his back.
No, I got you. I got you.
All right, gentlemen. A great point guard post 2000. A great point guard. He was not great in Dallas, but he's a great point guard. And then
it's not Darren Williams.
Yes, Darren Williams was the second leading scorer on the Mavs in 2016.
Oh my God, that's gross.
Oh my goodness.
Last guy
here. You remember that because he's from there. That's how he got on the crew.
But that's
they thought it was bringing him home was a good idea.
One of my least favorite players in the league today. That'll probably help Carson out.
Wesley Matthews.
Very close. I think this guy was third. I do not like Wesley Matthews. I also do not like this guy.
I do not like this guy either. Logan has some weird dudes who he doesn't like. Like, they're not necessarily unlikable people. Like, who has a problem with Wesley Matthews? It's very strange.
Right.
Very strange condition. You don't like this guy either, though.
I don't think you like him either, Carson. I don't think you like him either.
If I'm not mistaken,
I might not like him either.
And I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I know Jay Crowder was on the cruise at some point.
I was going to throw out for 2018. Is it not Dennis Smith Jr.? Is it not rookie Dennis Smith Jr.? Because he was putting up like 13 a game at least.
You're just missing.
Did we already get 2018?
You're just missing 2017 and 18. It's the same guy.
Okay. Oh.
Darren Williams was in 16. Dirk was
one year he
over.
was putting up 19 a night, and then 2018.
Pretty big numbers.
They got Luka in 18, so right before Luka.
Yeah. One of your least favorite guys.
Yeah, and I don't know. Apparently, I don't know. A lot of people don't like him. No, you don't like this guy either, Carson. He sold on you, man. He sold on you.
Oh, it's Harrison Barnes, of course. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, when they gave him the 4-year, $80 million contract. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was a bad era of Mavs basketball, dude. Goodness.
They didn't.
All of those names.
When they won the NBA championship in 11, they didn't get out of the first round until, I think, when they went to the West Finals in 22.
Yeah.
That was they didn't get out of the first round of the West Conference playoffs for 10 years.
And that's what's crazy too, is because that was the knock on Dirk prior to the 2011 season, is that they never did jack in the playoffs.
Which wasn't true because he was routinely in the West Finals. They just couldn't get over the hump.
And the West is ridiculous.
Yes.
Super talented.
Yep.
Ridiculous. All the Suns teams, all the Mavs teams, all the Spurs, all the Lakers. Crazy stacked. All right. I'm putting the pressure on you guys here.
Uh-oh.
This is a one and done. There are two players, and really I'm just asking this question because it's such a cool stat, who are exactly tied for the most playoff rebounds since 2000. They both have 2,583 exactly. Who are those two players who are tied? You only get one guess.
This is absurd.
No, because it's pretty intuitive, but it is cool.
I would think
since 2000.
Kevin Garnett and
We got. It's hard. It's like rebound math.
I guess Garnett and Duncan. I don't know. That's like the first two I think of. This is the most, right?
Yeah, this is the most. Tied for the most.
How many? I'm trying to do the math of like how many games that is, and then.
Well, you figure it's 24 years, right? In the last 24 years, And think of the glass cleaners in the last 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
Who is cleaning glass? And I don't mean like good rebounders, guys who was in the playoffs. Like you can't be in the playoffs for 4 games and you're getting like 13 rebounds. No, you got to be going deep in the playoffs for years. And I'm like 11, 12 rebounds a game.
Yeah, this of course is Finals MVP Andre Drummond.
Oh my
playoff legend Greg Monroe and Andre Drummond.
Which Kofie? I know that you hate this, and I just want to put this on your mind really quickly. Andre Drummond, I believe it was in year 6 when he was in Detroit. He was on pace. If he would have kept going the way he was going, he was on pace to join one guy, which is Chamberlain, in the 20,000 point, 20,000 rebound club. If he could got home, he was on pace to do that.
So deserved.
Good times.
We'll put that out there.
It is the craziest thing to me is that Andre Drummond is still 30 years old.
That's it. He's a kid when he showed up. He played 1 year at UConn.
Crazy.
What's the number again?
2,500.
2,583 rebounds exactly in the playoffs since 2000. One guess for all the marbles.
I mean, considering they're the leaders, you got to think. I mean, the longevity guys like
are they the leaders? I don't know if they're the leaders or not.
No, they are the leaders.
Okay, they are the leaders.
They're the leaders. They're number 1 by a decent amount.
Okay, that helps. That helps.
Dirk could have been in the playoffs.
You thought I was just asking you? I just said there's 2 dudes who are exactly tied out there somewhere.
No, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, well,
question heavy twisted. No, I mean, I'll tell you how big the gap is. It's 800 rebounds is the gap between them and 3rd place.
Oh, these are
big gap.
I feel like it's Garnett and Duncan. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody else obvious that I'm blanking on here. Shaq, maybe. I don't know if Shaq did it.
Duncan was
Dwight, maybe.
Was he going deep in the playoffs?
I feel like Dwight's peak was too short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about like how many playoff games LeBron has played in. I don't think that actually averages itself out. He's not the rebound leader, I don't think.
I mean, he definitely could be. It's a lot
of games. It's a lot of games. That's my thing where I'm like, it's like 10 NBA. That's like so many. That's like at least 4 extra games, and he's like I think at like 8 or 9.
He was in the NBA. He was in the NBA Finals 10 times.
Yeah,
and 10. What was it? 9 times in 10 years he was in the NBA Finals.
8 in a row. Yeah.
He was in the NBA Finals 9 times in 10 years. Right.
Yeah, that's a lot of potential rebounds, man.
Yeah,
I can't just throw that out. But I don't.
Well, who else has been? Think about this, Koof. Who else has been going deep into the playoffs? That deep into the playoffs consecutively?
OG is your guys' coach.
I mean,
he gets you guys right for the big game.
I mean, Powell maybe.
Draymond. How many rebounds did Draymond get?
Draymond wasn't a glass cleaner, but the fact that he was around as much, the fact that he was around as long as he was around. I mean, 6 trips to the finals in 8 years. You know,
I don't think it's a Warrior. I don't think it's a Warrior at all.
I kind of like LeBron and Duncan. I feel like those make sense.
Yeah, they played against each other a couple times as well.
I'm giving you guys 15 seconds for a final decision. The shot clock is on.
I think that's yeah.
If it's Garnett, we'll live with it. But I think LeBron and Duncan make sense.
Yeah,
it is LeBron and Duncan. It is the 2 of them by a good bit. KG is down at number 8. He just didn't get there enough in the Minnesota years.
Who else is up there? Anybody we shout?
Shaq is 3. Al Horford is number 4.
Big
Dwight
Al
is 5. Draymond is 9. Powell is 11. So lots of pretty good thoughts thrown out there.
Yeah.
But it's Bron and Duncan.
Al Horford is 4. Wow.
Seriously, bro. The man has been in the playoffs so many times.
It's a lot of games, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a winner, man.
He is.
All right, gentlemen, I just asked you a teammate question. This is one of my favorites just because of the absurdity of some of these answers. Can you name the top 5 teammates of Moses Malone's career? So that's the guys he played the most games with.
Moses Malone. So
absolutely we can. I mean, I'm going to start in the Houston years because he was there for long enough. Robert Reed.
I was just about to say Robert Reed. He played there the most.
I hate y'all, bro. I hate y'all, man.
Let's see.
Alan Lavelle. Is Alan Lavelle here?
Lavelle is not. Robert Reed is number 2. Lavelle is 8th.
What about Tom Henderson?
Who?
Oh, come on now. Don't disrespect Tom Henderson. Very solid point guard. I mean, I can keep going with Houston guys. What about Dwight Jones? What about Major Jones? What about Calvin Murphy?
These guys are top 20. Calvin Murphy's number 1.
I don't know why I didn't go Calvin. What about Rudy T? Rudy T here.
Rudy T is number 4.
Rudy T.
I don't know why. I was going to the bench mob first. And then I'm going to guess that we have Mo Cheeks and Dr. J.
Mo Cheeks 3, Dr. J first guy off the list.
I don't think Tony played long enough. He's not here, is he?
He is not.
I don't think that we're going to have Bobby Jones. Did we get Chocolate Thunder? No, we don't get Chocolate Thunder.
He was gone. He was gone already. Let's see. I think we still on.
I'm presuming that it's I mean, I don't know. Clint Richardson, is he on this list?
I wouldn't overthink this one.
Oh. Well, you want me to guess Mark Ivoroni?
I want you to go back. You mean the fact that
stay in Houston? Stay in Houston.
Stay in Houston?
No, you had it in Philly, man. You've already said the guy.
Bobby Jones.
It's Bobby Jones.
Oh, it's Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Bobby Jones.
That makes sense. All right. Good. Light work for us, OG. All right, we're going back to the Pistons for one more glorious question.
Let's go.
Can you name me the top 3 scorers for the franchise who did not win a title? And because I'm only giving you 3, I'm only going to give you 3 strikes for this one.
Average or total points?
This is by total points.
That never won a title.
Never won the title.
Oh, I want to guess. I wanted to rip Vinnie Johnson off rip.
Nope.
Won the title, buddy.
Or no, who didn't they? They didn't trade. They didn't trade Vinny.
They didn't trade Vinny.
Who did they?
I know Stack had some crazy years up there.
I wonder if Grant Hill might be here. He wasn't. He didn't play very long.
I was going to ask you guys a one and done question about the single season points per game leader for the Pistons.
Oh, that's Bob Lanier, right? Or is it Kelly Tripucka?
I think it's Stack.
It's Stack.
Stack.
It's Stack's 29.8 point per game, legendary 2001 season.
Yep, led the league. I think he was second in the league in scoring that year.
Shooting 40% from the
field. So should we shoot? Should we say Stack?
Don't interpret what I said as
okay.
I don't want that on my conscience. No. I was just pointing out a fun fact.
Don't put that on me. Don't lay that on me.
Don't put that on me.
Don't lay that on me.
Who was the guy the Pistons? Did they trade away Dantley? Was Dantley the guy they traded away?
They did trade Adrian Dantley.
They traded him away. But I don't know how many points he actually scored in Detroit.
Dantley was a bucket. That was the one thing. Dantley always got buckets.
I don't hate that big.
Is Adrian Dantley here?
Not Adrian Dantley.
Oh, Adrian Dantley.
Highest scoring Pistons to not win a title.
We're definitely gonna have Rodney Stuckey here, man.
Bozo alert! Bozo alert!
Rodney Stuckey is in the top 20. I'm not even joking. Of non-title winning Pistons.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about early Pistons years. Early Pistons years.
OG as always.
Oh yeah, would Bob? I feel like Bob Lanier might just be here. I mean, he played there forever.
Okay.
Number 1.
Detroit Mercy legend Bob Lanier, man.
Right. Yeah. Stay in them early years too. You don't have to go further. You don't have to go further than that. Stay in those early years.
Who was their I'm pretty sure they had a point guard too. Dave Bing. Is Dave Bing here?
Dave Bing is number 2. Come on now.
100%.
And the third one is probably the easiest for the younger generations at least. Not to say that he's like Rodney Stuckey modern, but he's more modern than Dave Bing and Bob Lanier.
Grant Hill's on the table.
I keep circling back to Grant Hill. Yeah, I can't.
I miss those jerseys, man. I wish they'd bring those back. The teal ones with the old logo.
I love those. The Motor City ones. I love those. So nice.
I think Grant Hill played 6 years in Detroit.
Is that enough?
I'm just trying to think about any guys that Detroit had as the, as the guy. You know what I mean?
The guy, yeah.
Grant's the only one coming to my mind right now.
Uh-huh.
I think you brought him
You guys
up
have some strikes to burn.
You actually brought him up earlier.
Brought him up earlier. It's not Dantley. It's not.
I think if Carson says we have strikes to burn, we have strike to burn.
I'm just gonna say trust your gut. No, you don't have strike. You guys don't have a strike. You haven't missed one.
Oh, no, because I guessed Dantley. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was an official.
I mean, let's rip it. Is Grant Hill the last guy?
Grant Hill is number 3.
Yeah,
Bing. I changed. I was thinking about asking you guys the top 5. I didn't want to make you get John Long, Pistons legend John Long.
Holy shit! Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that. You're welcome.
All right, gentlemen. My second last question here. Can you guys tell me the top 5 players who have played the most playoff games without ever appearing in a finals game?
Without ever going to the NBA championship.
Never
you've been in the playoffs. You've been to the playoffs that many times and never been to the finals. How about Vince Carter?
Vince Carter's a good guess. The threshold to get on here is 110.
Okay,
110. That's a lot. I mean,
so you've been in the playoffs a bunch of times and you've never been to the NBA finals. Okay.
CP3 doesn't get on this list anymore.
Nope. Al Horford's out too.
Horford's out. I mean, Neek never even got to a conference final, so I don't think he's here, but he was in the playoffs consistently.
Going deep.
Steve Nash, is he here?
Yes, Steve Nash is here. He is he's tied for second with 120.
Steve Nash. Okay.
Which makes me wonder, what about, I don't think he was. No, Amari's not going to be here because he doesn't have the Dallas years like Nash does, and he misses like the 06 run entirely. He's not healthy enough.
I'm thinking about guys who've been around for a long time.
I don't know if this is crazy, but what about Grant Hill?
It's not a bad guess at all.
Some decent playoff teams in Detroit make some of those late Suns runs. I think Mike Conley. Mike Conley is 100% here.
Mike Conley isn't here, actually.
That's surprising.
Vince Carter is 14th on this list. That was an excellent guess.
How about Carmelo Anthony?
Carmelo's a good guess, too. Just wasn't there enough.
How about Alex English?
Alex English is a good guess, too. I think 1 and 2 on this list. Let me confirm. I think they played together for a little bit, or they at least played for the same franchise in the 2000s.
I was thinking about guessing Zebo, but Zebo doesn't get here, does he? I mean, I was just thinking about the Grizzlies. They were so consistently
deep into the playoffs. Never been to the NBA Finals. Never.
And
this is crazy. What about Steven Adams? Is Steven Adams close to this list?
Not Steven Adams. That's not bad either. One of these guys actually was a teammate of Nash's.
One of these guys was a teammate of Nash's.
Mm-hmm. You've got a premier bucket getter post 2000, and just a guy who was really consistently good for 2 different franchises. Teams always were in the playoffs.
I don't want to rip that. I was thinking about Jay Rich as a teammate of Nash's because he has an Orlando run, he has a Phoenix run, he is the We Believe, but you got to be consistently deep in the playoffs, or pretty deep in the playoffs. Let's rack up more games than Nash. I mean, obviously Barbosa goes to the finals with the Warriors.
He would have been here. He's him and somebody else. I think him and George Hill were very high on this list, but Hill obviously goes with the Cavaliers.
Joe Johnson, Logan. Is Joe Johnson here?
Yeah, Joe Johnson is here, man. That is the teammate of Steve Nash.
Yeah.
And you have a guy who played on a Joe Johnson franchise at number 1.
Josh.
Jay Smooth? I don't think it's
not Josh Smith.
Millsap?
Yes, Paul Millsap.
I was thinking about Millsap earlier, dude. I was thinking about it because on the Utah teams, he was even late in his career. Philly and the Nets, he gets to the playoffs. Denver, he gets that. Actually makes a lot.
I was actually going to say Carlos Boozer, but
Boozer was on a lot of
on the short list.
Who was I about to say? I had somebody in my brain.
Last two guys, an active player who just recently switched teams.
Okay,
that's
not who I was going to guess. I was thinking about guessing Doc Rivers. Is Doc Rivers close to this list?
Doc is not. You do have one throwback of that era. He went to one conference finals. Where
we have a guy who just changed teams who's an active player.
Mm-hmm. Quite good, this gentleman.
DeMar.
I think it's DeMar.
It's not DeMar.
No, DeMar DeRozan.
Better, actually.
Better than DeMar DeRozan.
Impossible. Just PG.
PG, dude.
Paul
Number
George.
4.
Wow.
Paul
yeah,
George. Sure.
That makes sense. And we have a throwback who switched conferences, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And he was on good teams in both conferences.
Yeah, the second team you don't really think about him as. You definitely think about the team he went to the Eastern Conference Finals with. This guy was a 2-time All-Star and a 2-time All-NBA selection, but it's
Terry Cummings?
Wow, dude. It's Terry Cummings. That's the top 5.
There we go. Shout out Terry Cummings. Gets in there a little bit with the Spurs.
I was about to say Sean Marion, but then I thought Sean Marion was in the finals in 11.
Exactly.
That had to come off the table. Terry Cummings, sure.
Yeah, shout out Terry Cummings.
All right.
Okay, gentlemen, we're going back to the Bengals for you, Kofie. Can you name every top 5 pick the Bengals have made since 1990?
Jesus.
Big Daddy Dan Wilkinson, is he here?
Big Daddy Dan Wilkinson.
That is correct. Full nickname and all.
AJ Green. I think it was 4.
Is correct. He was 4.
And Jamar.
Jamar, correct.
Joe Burrow, obviously.
Akili, correct. Also, you know what? I realized there's one really hard answer here, so we're going to start it actually with Dan Wilkinson in 1994, because I'm not going to make you get John Copeland in 1993.
Carson Palmer.
Correct.
Carson. All right.
Peter Warwick.
Bingo. Come on.
Yep.
And did you guys get 4 number 1 overall picks?
No, it's Kajana Carter. Kajana Carter, yeah.
That is correct.
Why did he pay? I thought he was going to be awesome in the league.
He blew his knee out his first preseason game ever and was just never the same, man.
Awesome.
My dad tells me all the time about he had a rookie Kajana Carter card too.
He was awesome in college. I thought I was looking at Emmitt Smith all over again.
The last guy, maybe the toughest name on this list, really good defensive player in the 21st century.
Gino. It's Gino, right?
It's not Gino. This guy played with the Bengals. He also played with another great defense in the early 2010s that perhaps OG would be fond of.
Oh, defense.
Yeah, defensive player.
Oh, I know who this is. This is Justin Smith, right?
Justin Smith. Bingo.
Let's go.
And that's the list.
Justin Smith, underrated, man.
Nice.
Hella underrated D end. All right. Kofie, we've kept pace, man. We got to hope they miss this one for us to have a glimmer of a chance, right? We've missed what?
I think you guys are 1 behind us.
We've missed 2?
I think you missed 2 of the
We're cooked.
Of the one and done, right?
I think so. Cooked. All right.
Unless I'm tripping.
Let's see if you guys can rip this. This is a 1. I'll give you guys 1 strike on this one because it is 1 answer. Okay. What Celtics player has the most points in an NBA Finals game?
What Celtic player has the most points in an NBA Finals game?
This is a 1 and done.
Okay, so Russ scored 30 in an NBA Finals game. Jason Tatum he had 31. Was it 31?
Did he have more than that in any games in 22?
No, he didn't.
I mean, my first thought is Sam Jones. I know that Sam Jones has a great finals game. I want to say that he has 40. But there are a lot of good candidates. I mean, you got to consider Hondo. It's not any of the big 3. It's not anybody from the 2018.
No.
And this guy has actually 2 40 pieces. He's the only Celtics player to have a 40 piece in the finals.
So
I think that's Sam. I think that's Sam Jones.
Yeah, that eliminates Bird because Bird he went for 34. I remember that. So Russ went for, like I said, Russ went for 30. That's in Game 7. I like Sam Jones.
I think it's Sam Jones.
I'll take Sam Jones.
Let's do it.
You guys want to lock it in?
I'll take Sam Jones.
He's got 5 games over 35. You guys did name it. It's actually Hondo. Hondo had a 40-piece and a 43-piece.
We had him.
Oh, Havlicek. Man, we were right there.
Why did Havlicek average 25 a game for his career?
Yeah, I know.
25 a game for his career. What am I thinking?
It does make sense. No, that's my bad. I led us astray on that one. I really thought it was Sam Jones. Sam Jones was a great.
I did too, because Sam Jones is a bucket getter.
He was.
Hondo averaged 25 a game for his career. I think he finished right outside the top 5 in scoring in the history of the game when he retired.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna sort of rehash a question that we started with for you guys. Can you name me every defensive player who was a 99 overall in Madden in the 2000s?
Let's run it, Kofie. Let's run it.
All right, Ray Lewis is up there.
Ray Lewis is here.
Ty Law.
Not Ty Law.
Disrespectful. We'll have Nnamdi Asomugha, right?
That is correct.
Ray Lewis. Sorry, no, it's like Jesus Christ.
Run it back.
Yeah. Urlacher, my bad, my fault.
That is correct.
Michael Strahan.
Strahan's actually not here.
Do we have 2000 sack leader Leroy Glover?
Oh, that's a wild guess, Logan.
Yeah.
Not correct.
Charles
Urlacher?
You guys already said Urlacher.
Charles Woodson?
Charles Woodson is surprisingly not here.
Rondé Barber?
Rondé Barber is not here.
Warren Sapp?
Warren Sapp is here.
Derek Brooks?
Derek Brooks also here.
Yeah.
One of these names cracks me up. I can't believe this guy is here.
Oh, did we say Ed Reed already? And Palomalu?
You did not say Ed Reed.
Okay.
Also, I think you guys are going for the win. I think in my head, you guys got the Duncan LeBron question wrong because you were so far off for a while, but then you pulled it together. So I think.
Well, I think this is the tie, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a tie. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
All right, Ed Reed, Palomalu.
Debo, James Harrison.
Not James Harrison.
He had one good year. Damn. I want to guess Peppers.
Yeah.
Not Peppers.
Never.
Dwight Freeney.
Dwight Freeney.
Not Dwight Freeney.
Oh.
John Abraham.
Not John Abraham. Lots of good guesses. Oh, also my bad. Strahan is here. I should have given you guys that one.
Okay.
Kevin and or Pat Williams has to be here.
Neither one.
There's no shot, man.
Bro loves his Vikings interior defensive linemen.
They were great every year in Madden, though. They were great. Does Hainsworth ever get a 99?
That is the name that cracked me up, dude. Albert Hainsworth is on this list at 99 overall.
I love that story about when Washington gets him and they had him run a conditioning test. And like literally all the conditioning test is they said, you got to run from this side of the field to the other. And he was like, I don't really want to. I don't really feel like it, actually.
How many are left?
Will gas you, though, Bob. 17s will gas you. And he was doing 17s and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
You have 4 left. One of these guys is from Madden 2000. So you could argue, but he's a 100 overall. So you know what? Let's count him.
Oh, 100 overall.
Yeah.
That's like the even more elite club.
Yeah. In fact, he was back-to-back 100.
I think
Madden 99 and Madden 0,
I think Ben Coates was an 100 overall in those games too.
Shout out. Oh my God, dude. They made Mark Chmura. Is that how you say it, Logan? Of the Packers, a 100 overall in Madden 99.
What did he do?
Let's see what he did the year before. I don't think he deserved a 100. He had 554 yards and 4 touchdowns. Must have been a hell of a blocker.
Yeah, Mark Chmura, he's a big time tight end.
Yeah, but the 99, that's kind of the 100 overall is crazy.
Madden 2009. Bob Sanders.
That's
Bob
a great guess.
Sanders.
Let's go.
Great
Bob
pull.
Sanders, yeah.
Asante Samuel.
Asante Samuel, yeah.
Not Asante, if you can
No.
believe it. But DBs are the way to go.
Did they give?
Did we say Revis already?
Not for this one.
Oh,
Revis, not in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Did they give it to Cromartie?
Not Cromartie. This was such a fun era for DBs. There's a lot of stud DBs in the 2000s.
Not Woodson.
Carson, we got any weird DBs here, like guys you wouldn't expect, or they make sense?
They all make sense.
Asamoah, maybe?
No. Yeah.
You guys got him.
Okay, we already got him. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Any more? John Lynch?
Oh, bruh. Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey is here.
Oh, John Lynch. Not, okay.
2 to go.
Defensive, man.
To add a little drama and stakes to this final question, I'm giving you guys 2 minutes to come up with these last 2 names.
We got an 100 overall in 2000, and then
100 overall in Madden 99 and Madden 2000. And then you have
brutal
back to back. It is brutal. It's not like Grant Wistrom or something weird like that, is it, man? Nah, he wasn't. That's not even the right era.
It's crazy how many dudes they made a 99 overall in Madden 99. There's like 20-something of these guys.
John Henderson.
Oh, easier. Couple of greats.
Does Jason Taylor ever get it?
No, that's a good thought.
We're looking at what?
Though.
Yeah, these are edge rushers.
No.
Linebackers?
No.
Oh, Jesus. We said Ty Law already.
One of these guys you wouldn't associate with the 2000s.
Dion? Is it Dion?
Deion Sanders is here.
Yeah, I mean Dion hangs around until 05. Yeah.
So that's the 100, right?
Dion still was getting 99s in 2000.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, we got one more. We got one more secondary player.
How about that?
One more secondary player, and you got 45 seconds on the clock. Game 7.
Delpha O'Neal.
Sick guess. No.
Led the league in picks.
I'm surprised you guys haven't said this.
Pat Surtain.
No.
Sam Madison.
No.
Not the great Sam Adams.
Not Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor actually wouldn't be that bad of a guess.
It really wouldn't be.
Sean Taylor.
Not Sean Taylor.
Brian Dawkins.
At the buzzer. Brian Dawkins. That is correct. I was about to hit you guys with the final guess.
I was like, it's a hard hitter. I was like, it's a hard hitter. And I was like,
that was money. Mm-hmm. So, if the scoreboard is correct, and I've gotten a little bit fuzzy, but I believe we just ended in a tie. Is that correct, Logan, Kofie, OG? Does that sound right to everybody?
Sounds right.
I think that's right. That is not right, you idiot. Kofie and Logan, Team Snoopy and Woodstock are your rightful winners, so ignore everything that this fool is about to say because he lost. So you know what? Hey, OG and I came in with our killer instinct, and listen, we blew it on the Havlicek question. We blew it in the fourth quarter. We had the lead, and we blew it, but that's on me. I wear that on my chest, and we'll come back. We'll come back next time, and we'll take care of business. Thank you so much to both of you guys for coming on, for giving us like 2 hours of your time. We really appreciate it. This was a bunch of fun having you guys on.
So much fun. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it because this was a blast for us. A couple of ball knowers, you guys. So everybody go check them out. Everybody go check out Kofie across platforms, KofieWhy on TikTok. Follow him on Twitter. Check out his YouTube channel. Great stuff over there. And everybody go do the same for OG. Chilltown Hoops on YouTube, Chilltown32 on TikTok. Follow these guys everywhere. Is there anything else that you guys want to plug, shout out before we let you go?
I'm on the panel weekdays 9 to 11 to 2 on Players Choice Network. Come check us out. It's a good show, really good show. And that's about it, man. You know, these are my guys here. I love nerds. I'm the one pulling them out of lockers. That's me. I'm the one pulling them out of lockers.
Thank you for doing that yesterday, by the way.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm the one pulling them out of lockers.
That guy was being a real dick.
Pulling them out of trash cans. That's me. Right here.
Toilets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's me.
Well, it's very mutual, OG. We love you here too.
No doubt.
Kofie, you're the man as well. Any final words?
You. Yeah, feel free to check out my new series, Most Virtual Player, on the Secret Base YouTube channel. We got a couple of videos in the works the next couple of months, and I can't wait for y'all to see them. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Also, everybody go follow Kofie. Where do you stream most, Kofie? You stream kind of everywhere, right?
Twitch and YouTube. So either series, so twitch.tv/KofieWhy, and then my YouTube channel is just KofieWhy. So
bang, bang, bang. Everybody go check out the fellas. Go support them. They do excellent work, as they did here today. So if you want more of our stuff, you know where to find us on YouTube. Subscribe if you enjoyed. You can listen to the show across audio platforms, and you can follow us across social, TikTok, Instagram @NerdSesh, Twitter @Nerd_Sesh. And with that, as always, I've been Carson Brabber.
I've been Logan Camden.
And this was Nerd Sesh.